Hello guys, how are you doing today? This is the 31st episode of Python tutorial series. So, the str function. The str function controls what should be returned when the class object is represented as a string. If the str function is not set, the string representation of the object is returned. Okay. The string representation of an object without the underscore underscore str underscore underscore parenthesis function. Class person def underscore underscore init underscore underscore inside parenthesis we have self comma name comma age and then colon after that self dot name equals to name and self dot age equals to age. Now p1 equals to person. As you can notice, the class person p is in uppercase, so p1 equals to person of John and then comma 36. Now if you print p1, as you can see the output is underscore, not underscore, less than underscore underscore main underscore underscore dot person object at. This is probably a memory location, devices memory location. Okay. So now the string representation of an object with the str function. Class person def init self name age self dot name equals to name and self dot age equals to age. Def str of self under the same class. Return formatted string inside double quotation or maybe single quotation, no problem. In curly bracket self dot name and then a pair of parentheses or round brackets, and inside the round brackets we have in curly brackets self dot age. So p1 equals to person of John comma 36. If you print p1, then since you have a defined str function, so what will be returned? John, then in parentheses you will have 36. That's what gonna be returned. So now object methods. Objects can also contain methods. Methods in objects are functions that belong to the object. Okay, let us create a method in the person class. Inside a function that prints a greeting and execute it on the p1 object. Okay, class person def init, we have self name and age. Self dot name equals to name and self dot age equals to age. Then def my func of self print hello, my name is plus self dot name. Okay, p1 equals to person of John comma 36 and then p1 dot my function that is called. So the output is gonna be, let's say, hello, my name is John. So let us read this once again. Object methods. Objects can also contain methods. Methods in objects are functions that belong to the object. Let us create a method in the person class inside a function that prints a greeting and execute it on the p1 object. So class person colon def init self name age self dot name equals to name and then self dot age equals to age. Def my function. Look at the indentation and the alignment of this, the previous def function and this def. So def my func of self colon print hello, my name is plus self dot name. Now outside the class, how do we know that it is outside the class? Look at the indentation of P1 and also class. So P1 equals to person and John and 36, P1 dot my function. So hello, my name is John will be printed out. The self parameter is a reference to the current instance of the class and is used to access variables that belong to the class. Okay, the self parameter. The self parameter is a reference to the current instance of the class and is used to access variables that belongs to the class. It does not have to be named self. You can call it whatever you like, but it has to be the first parameter of any function in any Python class. Okay, in the class, that's all. Now use the words my silly object and abc instead of self. That will also work. So class my person def init of my silly object comma name comma age colon my silly object dot name equals to name, my silly object dot age equals to age, and then another function def my func of abc print hello, my name is abc dot name. So let's see whether in the previous one there was abc or something like that. Oh no, it was self in the previous one, but this one, so def my func of abc, this will also work. Print hello, my name is plus abc dot name. So outside of the class, p1 equals to person of John comma 36, then p1 dot my func, the function is called. So hello, my name is John will be printed. Okay. Now modify object properties. You can modify properties on objects like this. Set the age of p1 to 40, p1 dot age equals to 40. Let's try it ourselves. Class person def init of self comma name comma age, self dot name equals to name and self dot age equals to age. Fine. Def my func of self print hello, my name is self dot name. So p1 equals to person of John 36. This is initialization. Then after that we call p1 dot age equals to 40. So now p1 dot age is 40 instead of 36. If you print p1 dot age, the updated value 40 will be printed. Delete object properties. You can delete properties on objects by using the del keyword. Delete the age property from the p1 object del p1 dot age. Try it yourself. So class person def init self comma name comma age, self dot name equals to name and self dot age equals to age. Now if another object method def my func of self print hello, my name is plus self dot name. So if you do this like p1 equals to person of John and 36, after the initialization, if you del p1 dot age and then if you try to print out p1 dot age, attribute error will appear. Person object has no attribute age. Delete objects. You can delete objects by using the del keyword. Okay, delete the p1 object del p1. So class person def init self name age, self dot name equals to name and self dot age equals to age. Def my func of self print hello, my name is plus self dot name. Now p1 an object has been initialized here. equals to person of John comma 36. Then if you del p1, and after that if you try to print p1, name error will appear, p1 is not defined. Now the pass statement, class definitions cannot be empty, but if you for some reason have a class definition with no content, put in the pass statement to avoid getting an error. Okay, class person, then colon pass. Try it ourselves. Let's read the comment. Having an empty class definition like this would raise an error without the pass statement. Okay, now create a class named my class. That's very easy. All we have to do is to write class with C in a small letter. Then if I submit, it's correct. Okay guys, so this was the 31st episode of Python tutorial series. See you again in the 32nd.